Hi everyone and welcome to Homerino Collectibles, where today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Generations Arcee. It's really nice that we've been getting more female characters recently with Windblade, Arcee, Chromia and so on. And it's really awesome that we're actually getting this figure at all. I mean, since G1, pretty much every iteration of Arcee since her, whether it's been in TV or movies or whatever, she's pretty much been a bike, and in G1 she was a car, and it's awesome that we finally get her in this form. As you can see, nice open packaging. She comes with a comic book. Turning it to the back, we have a nice picture of her in both robot and vehicle mode, and then you can go ahead and pause it if you want to read that bio. It says it's her Cybertronian cruiser mode, and then down at the bottom we have some tech specs, so if you want to take a look at those you can also go ahead and pause it now. So let's get this thing open and see what she's like. So first up here we have the comic book for Arcee, and this is actually a continuation of the story from the book that was in Starscream. That started off chapter 1 of Dark Cybertron, and as you can see we've got the finale. So I'm not going to show you too much of it, but I'm just going to show you something that I absolutely love from this. We finally see Megatron with his Autobot logo, so that's really cool. Arcee, it's more of a kind of spotlight for her. You know, she's in it, but she's, you know, not any kind of main character in this one. Although you do see, you know, prominences of other characters like Megatron, Optimus, Bumblebee, Shockwave, and so on. Something I would really love from these, now that we've got Arcee and a few other characters from IDW, I really would like a Rodimus and definitely an Ironhide. I think Ironhide is something that everyone wanted from the War for Cybertron game, because it's actually the same style. There's a few people that have carried on with that, you know, in IDW, that they all carry on with the style from War for Cybertron for some characters, and I would really love an Ironhide like that, because we haven't had a proper Ironhide apart from the movies since that Universe one, so it would be really nice to get an updated Ironhide. And here is Arcee in her vehicle mode, and this is an extremely nice vehicle mode. Looks pretty much exactly like the classic Arcee that we all know and love. We got some really nice blue metallic paint here on the lights. Very cool Autobot logo. Very sleek, shiny pink surfaces here. That's very cool. We got some nice detail in here. So we got the blue translucent windscreen with some seats. And then we got some center console, wheel, speed dial, glove box looking thing. Very cool detail in there. Even some what looks like the air conditioning blower things either side. Very cool. Lots of attention to detail there. Something that we don't normally get with Transformers, with them not usually being open top. Very iconic antenna thing up here for Arcee. You know, very sleek look overall. Very futuristic car. The brake lights would probably be where these gaps are or whatever. So I'm just going to show off the weapon storage right now. So the weapons that she comes with, we get this blaster, which I really like because the pink goes inside the barrel. That's really cool. And then we also get this little blaster, which was actually shown on pictures for Chromia. And actually there's a sticker on the back of the Chromia box that says that this is not included. So whoever took the pictures of that originally probably just thought that this was meant to be for her, and it's not. It's for Arcee. So we get those two. And then we also get two of these blue swords. Lots and lots of molded in detail there, looking very nice. As far as I can see, there's no real storage for these. You can put them onto the side here, and you can put the guns on the back. There's some holes on the back here, so you can put the guns there like so. But there's proper storage for these underneath. So the arms just sit here. You just move them apart, and then this gun can plug into that gap right there, and then the hands can plug into the sides, and then this you just plug in with that tab into that hole right there, get that in there, and it just sits across the back like so. They don't hinder the wheels or anything, you know, they sit nice and flush underneath, and it still rolls fine. So really nice weapon storage there, but nothing as far as I can see inside for these. So let's take a look at Arcee's transformation. So first up, we've got some tabs over here that just plug into the top of the legs, and then at the bottom of the legs, they're just held in, roughly they just kind of clamp around the ankle in that pink joint in there. So you just pull those out like so, and then you just pull them out like this, just rotate them all the way down, bring the back up, and we're going to fold the back into itself like so. the legs now, we can just fold all the way down. There's like double joints there, so you fold them all the way down, and then you just flip the feet up like so. So now what we're going to do at the front here is we're going to rotate this bit down. We're going to move this part up so it connects like so, rotate it, and there you've got her torso coming together. Then you take her arms and you move those down and out of the way like so, and then this entire top piece here at the front of the car is going to rotate on a hinge that's connected to the same hinge that this is. So it's going to rotate up and into her like so, which then this piece can come down, lock down over that, and then you push it down here and it's going to connect together at the bottom. The head just goes in like that, and then you can just position the backpack a bit better, put her arms down, and that is Arcee in her robot mode. So in robot mode, as you can see, she holds her weapons very well, and she has an extremely nice look. She looks so humanoid actually that it actually looks like there is actually a person in some kind of an exosuit. Also in this mode, obviously she can hold her swords in her hand like that, or she's got the pegs on her forearms, so you could put the swords on her forearms like so. And then we've also got these bits up the top, which if you really wanted to, you could put the guns up there to store them, and you can also put the guns down here to store them too. So you can put the guns on her hips, which is obviously the best place for them. So that looks fantastic. The head sculpt on this figure is just absolutely phenomenal. We get some great light piping at the back, so when you do shine light through the back, you can see her blue eyes really glow there. It looks absolutely awesome. And there you go, there's no light. So really awesome light piping there. We get lots and lots of space for light to pass through there. So that's very good. And what's good is that the blue, it goes well with this figure. It's not, they haven't chosen a colour that just kind of stands out. It looks very good. So we got awesome detail on the face. She looks obviously very happy here. The only problem with that is obviously if you get her into a fighting kind of a pose, she's just got the big smile on her face, so it looks a little strange, but apart from that it's very, very nice. We have some really nice detail into the neck and coming down. We have some nice blue here. This part here looks a bit like a belly button and whatnot. She's really got a lot of a humanoid kind of a shape. Looks really, really cool. So obviously, being Arcee, she does have a backpack, but this is not a problem at all for this figure because she should have a backpack. That's how the character is designed, and I think it all looks very good on her, to be honest. And then down here at the bottom of the feet, we have very good heels here that help her actually stand with that backpack. So overall, there's not a massive amount of paint out with this figure either, which is very good. We get like bits of pink painted on here and bits and bobs, but what they can get out of molded plastic they have done, which is fantastic. So we don't have lots of like different pinks that don't match up in anything. This paint here for the pink does match up very well with the molded plastic, which is very nice. So it doesn't make anything really stand out and everything, which is very cool. As for articulation with this figure, her head's on a ball joint, so she can look up, down a little bit, and then left and right. The shoulders are also on ball joints, so they come out this far and they can do a full 360 degrees apart from the backpack. We have a rotation up here at the upper part of the arm. We also have a ratcheted elbow which goes all the way in, which is absolutely fantastic, and it stops at the perfect straight, so the elbow is not going to bend backwards. We don't get any rotation or anything at the wrist. We don't get any movement at the waist due to transformation, which is fair enough. So down for the legs they can only go that far out unless you kind of bring it further up on the other joint, but it still works pretty well. They go all the way forward and then back as far as the backpack. We don't get any rotation at the ball joint up here because there isn't one, so they've put it in down here above the knee, which is perfectly fine. And then we also get a very good bit of articulation there at the knee just from a single joint, just like the elbow. And then the foot goes all the way up and down due to transformation, so that's fantastic. The feet are also at a slight angle here, so she does naturally have a wider stance. As for size comparisons, here she is next to the War for Cybertron Optimus Prime, so that's a really great scale together. And then here she is next to the Age of Extinction Bumblebee, so as you can see, she is a tad bit smaller at the head than most Deluxe is, but the backpack makes up for the overall height. So overall, I would say that this is pretty much a perfect Arcee figure if you're into the G1 style of Arcee, you know, the classic car design. And she just looks absolutely phenomenal in both vehicle and robot mode. She has great articulation, she comes with loads of weapons, she's got good weapon storage in vehicle mode and in robot mode actually, with all these different holsters and whatnot on her. She'll fit in with any collection, whether you've got like a classic kind of universe or a modern IDW collection and whatnot. She's an absolutely fantastic figure for anyone's collection, so I would highly recommend that if you like Arcee in any way, shape or form, this is definitely the figure for you. The only way that anyone could top this figure is with a masterpiece Arcee, to be honest, in my opinion. I think that this does beat all third-party Arcees that I've ever seen. So that's it for the review, guys. If you like the video, go ahead and click on that like button, and if you want to see more like this, go ahead and subscribe. If you want to see pictures of anything from my collection, go ahead and follow my Instagram and Twitter. The links will be in the description below. It's Homerino123 for both. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.